Whether it's the physical, the development of mobility, balance, and coordination, improved muscle tone and strength, or the mental, increased concentration, improved learning skills, development of self-confidence and motivation, therapeutic riding promotes independence, integration, and a sense of achievement, and always has a positive impact on everyone involved.
10 years ago, my daughter started riding in the program. She has ataxia cerebral palsy, so we looked for a place that would help her with her balance, but we really got more out of the program than that. Confidence, self-esteem, just knowing that if she works at something that she can do it.
The children that come and the adults that we serve have the opportunity to build great riding skills with really good instruction.
It's riding lessons for people with physical, mental, or emotional disabilities.
On focalise sur l'objectif qui a été fixé soit par la famille, soit par le thérapeute, mais à travers le développement d'habiletés équestres. C'est un peu comme ça qu'on leur explique pourquoi on appelle ça équitation thérapeutique.
Sitting on a horse with that rhythmic movement tends to relax and stretch out their muscles.
And it allows the hips to swing in the way they would if they were typically able to walk.
From a balance perspective, it teaches the kids that they have to balance themselves on a horse that's also moving.
It gives them a chance to move about and move around the farm and the facility without the need to bear weight, and they're getting muscle memory from the movement of the horse.
When they first start riding, you're holding them up straight in the saddle. They start using their core muscles more. Next thing you know, you're not holding them anymore. They're just sitting up straight on their own.
When you come to ride a horse, it's fun. And the children don't realize they're doing therapy, but they are. And a horse exercises every muscle in your body. And it doesn't feel like therapy. It doesn't feel that it's clinical.
The empathy and the bonding and the smell and the tactile stuff, the proprioception that you get from riding a horse, it's huge.
They get right into it. You can sense that they're enjoying it and benefiting from it.
My name's Hannah. I've been riding since I was 3. It gives you strength. It gives me balance. It's fun. It gives you confidence. It's awesome.
Hannah's worked really hard. Hannah no longer rides with any aids. Her balance is 100% better. Her fine motor, her gross motor, coordination, sequencing, all of those things have had such a big improvement.
Say I'm doing this certain move and he does it like exactly how I want him to. It's a great feeling.
Although there's the element of thrill for sure, the same as a theme park ride or a go-kart ride, it's so much more than just a thrill ride.
It's more than just getting on a horse. It's all those extra things.
Things from self-esteem to feeling important, to be even elevated above other people. In a wheelchair, you're never elevated above anybody.
There is an emotional connection there because the horse engages you. When you come to the farm, he's interested in you. They're a very active participant in the session. A horse is non-judgmental. The rider feels they can ask of the horse and get a positive feedback.
We'll see them when they're grooming their horse. They'll talk to their horses. They'll hug their horses. They'll pet them. It's another way to communicate. You communicate with your words and with your body, and it's really neat to make that bond.
Quand le cavalier interagit avec son cheval, il est content, il est heureux, il est confiant, il n'est pas jugé, il est à l'aise et ce lien-là, il est très présent. On le sent vraiment.
And I think that kids find it very empowering to make a successful connection with their horse. They try to take what they learn through riding and apply it to their everyday lives, and it's great to see it all come together.
Alexander is 6 years old. He was born 3 months early at 25 weeks, weighing 1 pound 14 ounces. Cognitively, he's delayed. He is diagnosed with quadriplegic cerebral palsy, athetoid and spastic combination, mild to moderate bilateral hearing loss, and lots of mobility issues. As a parent, when you hear the diagnosis, you're hit sort of with a brick wall. Our lives were encompassed with doctor's appointments and specialist appointments and oxygen appointments, so that's when we started talking to other parents and we found out about therapeutic riding. It was amazing how well he took to the horse and the relationship that was instantly created. As a parent with a special needs child, our goal is to make him reach his fullest potential and to make him enjoy life and have a great quality of life, like any other child. Like Alexander and a lot of special needs kids, they kind of have their own blueprint laid out, and we feed off them as parents. They lead us, and they're the directors of the learning. Really, I don't underestimate Alexander in the least in terms of surprises. He surprises me every day. There's so much inside of him that wants to get out, and I think seeing that on the horse and seeing him engaging with the horse, that's been a phenomenal thing. So I'm very proud of that as a parent. Typically, he isn't developing as a quote-unquote normal child. However, the things that he is doing, we really tend to focus on and excel in. Even if it's the smallest thing that you would think is no big deal to a typically developing child, I really embrace those moments. He's very social with the horse. He engages in telling his pony to go and to stop. So verbally, I've seen a lot of changes. He's very social with his walkers and his side walkers. From a physical standpoint, he has very low tone in his upper body, so that in itself has greatly improved, as well as head control and improvement in vision. If he's having a bad day at home and we're on our way out here, it's a complete change as soon as we get out here. And he knows he's going to see his pony. There's moments where I do cry, but it's crying out of happiness and look at what he's doing and look how far he's come.
There's a need for animal therapies for people to feel they're accepted. Somebody who's having trouble in their life, they need people to surround them and make them feel like they're a part of something. Knowing a horse is interested in you, they show an interest in you, so you feel like somebody thinks you're important or that you matter.
If you can get them out to the farm and you can get them into some life skills and you can get them working with the horses, there's another aspect of life that can be empowering for them.
It gets me out of the house, putting the reins on, riding, that sort of stuff. I don't drive a car, but I can drive a buggy. It's fun.
Horses have been such a wonderful source of recreation that tends to overshadow other purposes that they can serve in our lives. Therapeutic riding does so much more. The horse is highly attuned to the rider. They can sense when you're happy, they can sense when you're relaxed. You're nervous, the horse doesn't do something, and then you're not nervous, boom, it does it. So quickly, you're put on a continuous schedule of reinforcement for relaxing and focusing like none other you've experienced.
Le lien qui se crée entre le cheval et le cavalier a un effet extrêmement positif chez tous nos cavaliers et leur entourage, et ça se transfère dans le milieu scolaire, dans le milieu social de chacun.
We know that activity is a guaranteed antidepressant if you do it regularly. Couple that with the confidence that you build, that's what you want. Because the brain then says, aha, I can do this. I can be calm. I can communicate. I can be happy.
We had twins. Both were born in August. They weren't due till the end of December. So we spent the first 4 months of their life living in the hospital. Amanda has what they call dystonia. Her brain has a problem communicating with her muscles. So she becomes spastic or high muscle tone, constant flexing. Physiotherapy is basically the only option for us. Programs like the riding therapy are essential. You get them on a horse and they think it's the greatest thing in the world. Meanwhile, they don't know they're working their trunk muscles. They're working on their balance, concentration. They set up games. It's an all-around encompassing type of a therapy, which you can't really get anywhere else. The more time she's on that horse, moving around, that's great for us. If you would have been here last year, she would have probably been laying down on the horse. She didn't have that trunk control. She just absolutely loves coming. She's got a very strong bond with the horse. I just love to have her have that exposure. When you deal with a large institution like the hospital system, it's always calling 30 different people and getting 40 different doctor's notes. And here you just call up one person. Can I come this day? Can we have this appointment? Yep, you're in. You got parking. You go to the hospital, it's supposedly a free system, and it costs you $90 in parking to stay there 2 days. Those little things takes a lot of pressure off us.
You look for small changes, the little things that the parents say to me each week, like, Oh, he's now able to climb up onto the Chesterfield. I noticed that he can sit on the floor with better balance. It's those little things that I look for.
De quoi je suis le plus fière, évidemment, c'est l'aide qu'on apporte à nos jeunes cavaliers, l'aide qu'on apporte également à la famille, parce que lorsque l'enfant va mieux, la famille va mieux.
As parents, we all need our little oasis every once in a while. I can see the parents looking through the window so proud. That's the perfect moment.
And I think it's important, too, for our child to flourish and grow. We need to be on the other side of the glass sometimes in order for that independence to flourish.
This is just as professional as any other physical therapy. It's ongoing. It doesn't have that institutionalized feel. It's almost like a family.
We've done some really good work. Cantra, our national organization, is phenomenal. Of course, it's a volunteer organization, but we have an amazing group of dedicated people that work on a national level for therapeutic riding in this country. And we also have one of the best exam systems in the world. We're trying to really improve the standard of therapeutic riding nationally.
It's something I can stand behind wholeheartedly because I've seen the results, and I've seen the results in my own son over the past 4 years of him riding.
Cowboy hats are just as good for therapy as lab coats for us.